Welcome. I've done stretches. I almost forgot to mute this. There we go. Okay. Welcome everyone. Watch your medical. Good luck, Freya. Whoever this mystery opponent is. Good luck indeed. Although, this is the first time I've seen Prime accompanying someone. Other than his partner. It's also Freya. That gives me a bad feeling about this match, but whatever the case. Let's get this poll started. And then we can start the match. And I've also had to literally do a double... I've had to do like 3 takes on this to make sure that the game wasn't going to try and crash. And thankfully, it hasn't. We're good to roll. First try. So let's begin. Good. Not muted. Out first. As per usual. Welcome in, Moon. And welcome in, Rio. Out first. As per usual. The host of the Open Challenge, Freya, joined by Prime Ezra this time around.
From out of this world, Prime. Everyone in this match is competing at such a high level.
And there goes the pyro.
Competitive matches we've seen in a very
Freya,
long time.
currently 2-1. Why? That's a good question. Prime hasn't accompanied Freya the previous 3 times, but yet this time seems to be a different occasion.
Physically and mentally prepared for the task at hand.
I don't know if we should be worried or not. I really don't know. By the way, Freya 2-1. Well, 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 in her Open Challenge. Will this be 3-1 or 2-2? We will find out. And out next, her opponent. Oh. Okay. That kind of explains why Prime is here. It's Dusk. She always sneaks into to get blood. So I've heard. And she is also a real big fan of brutality and blood. Saying that out loud makes me realize this may be why Prime is out here. To make sure that doesn't happen. Especially since, in every sense, Freya's a visitor. Oh, hello, Fabulous. Welcome in. Prime joining Freya to make sure she doesn't get hurt. At least, not bloody. Or make sure Dusk doesn't go too far. Anyway, here we go. Freya off with a drop kick. Right to Dusk. A very interesting match of red combined with dark colors immediately into a submission hold. Freya rolls out. Kicks Dusk in the back. Throws Dusk. Oh, Dusk has twice now dodged the super kick. Or just the kick in general. Throwing Freya around. Elbow drop. God damn, it's blood. In hindsight, I should have guessed he tried to get into a fight eventually. You know, that makes sense. And so far, it doesn't look like Freya's having a fun time at all. Dusk to the top rope.
She begins to stir back up, but doesn't look good.
gets down. Freya immediately with a counter, capitalizing off Dusk's choice. Into the corner.
In full control
And
here.
head off the turnbuckle. Pride watching closely. Running. Bulldog.
Across the ring.
Dusk hips up. But Freya not letting her take advantage.
These kicks and the hair.
Tossing Dusk around. Going after the arm now. Given that submission earlier, that makes sense.
Vicious stomps. Putting the boots to an opponent will take the fight out of them in a
Turns
hurry.
Dusk around
What's coming next?
into a suplex.
Suplex. Top rope. Here we go.
Dusk stunned. Freya taking this chance to go to the top rope. Elbow drop to the spine.
For the pin.
Into the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
She is still fighting. Still keeping this going.
Dusk with a reversal.
Big with the counter.
Tries to toss Freya, but Freya reverses it. Takes Dusk down. Landing beside Prime at ringside. Dusk getting back into the ring. And Freya waited.
These kicks and the hair.
Another toss.
Explain to you what that feels like. And she is rapidly
Pulling at the
dictating
arm.
the pace. She's unloading move after move.
Again, Dusk comes up. Freya tried to run to the ropes. Dusk a bit too fast. Freya finally connects that kick though. What could Freya be thinking now? A kick to the back.
That offense
Then to the top rope.
They've definitely taken
She's
their
done this before. Will she reach? She doesn't this time. Dusk just barely out of range, and Dusk capitalizes.
excellent opportunity.
I was about to be like, Frey, please don't do it, Kaz.
Do what she needed to ignite a rally.
At least Medical can relax a bit with Dusk occupied. Very true. Oh. Okay. Almost hit the hip. Freya almost hit the hip, but didn't, and Dusk capitalizing where she reversed it. Freya reverses back, finisher charged, into the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2.
Wow.
Oh, what's Freya thinking?
Looking for the suplex. All
Trying to go for a suplex, but Dusk reverses again. Dusk beginning to take the fight to Freya. Why to cause the bloody brutality she ever enjoys, but Freya not having it. The outside of the ring now. Freya has nothing, while Dusk has both a signature and finisher charged. Both reversed from Freya. Dusk throw back into the ring. Freya jumping up to the top. Can she reach? Yes, she can! A splash! Into the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 again. Prime watching on.
She slips outside. What is she
Back
got in mind?
outside. Dusk tried to take a rebreather. But Freya not letting up. Oh, tried to do something, but Dusk reverses it. Dusk tried to scoot back into the ring, but sent it to the stairs instead. Count beginning to grow closer to 10.
She's in danger.
Oh,
I don't know if she can.
Freya back into the ring. Dusk laid out. Is Freya going to choose to win by countout? Or is Dusk going to get back in time? And she does. In at 9.
She stays in.
Tries to capitalize, but Freya all too fresh. Need to rack at the arm.
Both arms captured.
Stomping Dusk down.
That is attacking with
And then tried to attack at the legs, but Dusk reverses again. Freya crawling into a corner. Something tells me this is not good. forearm to the head. Freya kicks up, but Dusk still in control. Never mind. Freya fighting out of the drag. Tries to go for the knees to the gut, but Dusk reverses again. What is Dusk thinking of? Inverted DDT. Oh, rolls through. Neckbreaker.
So smooth.
Freya kicks up again, and now they're beginning to throw hands. Back and forth. Each strike goes. Dusk counters. Freya getting close to being stunned for the first time in this match. Reversed again. Dusk telling Freya to hit her, and she does. Tells her to hit her again. Dusk wins it with a big forearm to the head. And gets a little too excited. Gets a little too excited with an unnecessary springboard. Oh! Locking in the Vampire's Bite. Vampire's Bite submission charged with a super finisher. Freya escapes the submission without burning resiliency. But Dusk right to the cover off a botch. 1, 2. Freya kicks out at 2. Freya suddenly in a bad position for the first time in a while. What could Dusk be thinking now? Oh! Genius invocation into the cover. Freya forced to burn resiliency. Dusk could be where Freya gets her second loss. Freya waited to hit the dropkick. Back up to the top rope. Elbow drop. Stands over Dusk and wants to end this. Trying to hit it again. True conviction. Into the cover. Is this it? 1, 2. What? Dusk barely getting her shoulder up at 2. Freya preventing Dusk from leaving. Getting a strike at the legs.
This packed house is going absolutely nuts.
Freya likely wondering what she could do. Dusk still charged with 2 finishers, and Freya now without her resiliency. Any one finisher from Dusk could end the fight. Freya knows this. Missed the axe handle, and Dusk seemingly taking control. Yeah, very true. If Dusk chose to use her super, Freya would have lost already. Headbutt. Jesus. Dusk to the top rope. Is she going to be able to reach? No. Connecting with Freya's leg, but going into the cover regardless. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Freya kicks right up and tries to kick Dusk in the face. Despite not being able to, she's taken back control. And right into the cover. Is this it? 1, 2, 3. Dusk is put down. Freya is now 3, 2, 1.
She did what she needed to do and came away with a strong victory.
A very close match.
What an impressive victory.
But in the end, Freya stands tall for a 3rd time. What a close match. Look at the poll. I think for the first time, Pride will get on that. If Pride was out here to make sure Freya wasn't going to get bloodied from Dusk, they're likely going to make sure Dusk doesn't try and keep stealing all the blood. In a way, look at your poll. Freya, for I think the first time, not in the majority. It was actually Dusk with the majority of the votes. But Freya just too quick. Well, I wouldn't say quick, but more durable than Dusk proved to be. What a first match! That indeed, Freya pulled through. Just barely, but she pulled through. Let me start a poll. Let me start making the match of the night poll. While we get into our second match, which will be the Women's Golden Treasure qualifying match. That was close. Also, thank to this does. I'm taking the learning experience. Perfect. That was fun. Not as wise as I hope, but your challenge that anyone use the top handle. Oh well. I think that's the whole point Pride was out there to begin with. Just so it wasn't bloody. Bigger challenge than anyone. Well, I guess that's Freya for you. Alright. Next up. Solara versus Stell. Versus who? Oh god, the torpedoes unleashed. It will be interesting to see who the unknown is. And speaking of, let's start the poll, because I'm not going to make it... Haven't got my sources today. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Stell... You know what, let's make this interesting. The mystery is not the third person. Oh, hello, Kaz. You're doing good? Last we saw you, you were all bloody in the face. Anyways, let's get started. Oh, the torpedo. Poor Freya. Anyways, out first. Oh, that's good to hear, Kaz. Out first is Stell. Coming out with her motorcycle. Had a very good first match against Freya. She and Freya put on a good match. Was just the first. She was the first person Freya beat, and now she looks to actually make a name for herself other than just being Freya's first to beat an opponent. Stell going to try and go to Golden Treasure to fight for the briefcase.
She has stolen the show on many occasions, and I think she's planning on doing it again here tonight.
Well, either way, all the best for Stell, and when I look forward to seeing her grow as well. Same here. I'm pretty sure the rest of the FWW staff as well. Out next. Made a name for herself in a quite dominant fashion. Squashing Trilogy the first time, as I recall. It's Solara of the HWE. Back once more. Now with a chance to go to her first ever major live event. Golden Treasure. Still trying to see if she can get momentum. On a banger. She has appreciation for Sheamus. Bro kick guy, okay. Yeah, very true, Solara. Very true. Solara and Moon put on a freaking banger of a match against one another. And a show that was all about the countouts, apparently. The countouts and the awkward ends, but either way, Solara once again here to make an impact. Will she be able to reach Golden Treasure? And now the mystery opponent. Who is it? Well, that's Roadhouse.
And from no place
Kimberly. Interesting. Well, that's a familiar entrance. That's the entrance both of the Ezras use outside of Prime.
And the countdown is almost over.
Interesting. That's a tough opponent. Is here to take names and launch randomness.
She loves the reaction she receives from the WWE Universe, and I think she's going to take that energy
Kimberly,
into the match too.
I suppose, making her debut. Very familiar entrance to Ezra. Not the Prime version, though. Both PWE and HWE. By the way, she seems to be here to make a name for herself by immediately moving to Golden Treasure. That's her face. She's very blue. And the bell rings. The match begins. Oh! Okay, Solara and Kimberly going after Stell. Unintentionally. Only Kimberly landing her attack. Solara in the corner and Stell beginning to make a comeback.
Look at this, Byron. Here comes a
suplex. Assisted suplex off the ropes. And then Stell gets kicked in the face.
Firm control.
Now I will say that this is one fault. One fault. So the first person to get a pin wins the entire match.
Turnbuckle's the only thing keeping her
upright. Solara's head to the corner, tried to counter Kimberly, but gets countered instead. Kimberly thrown into a corner herself. Oh, submission hold. Drop down into the rings of Saturn, but not holding for long. A lot different to the Blue Love and Dragon, I know. I wonder if this Kimberly person likes blood. What the? I doubt it. Out of everyone.
Byron, a match like this is when we see how merciful someone can be.
You have a Kimberly of your own, HWD. Interesting. Oh, that's a baseball bat brought in by Solara. And an elbow to the face.
There are no limits here, and it can be chilling to see the lengths someone's willing to go to destroy another human
Still the
being.
first hurt, notably.
I mean, beautiful.
Solara going again for the rings of Saturn. But
seamlessly transitioning.
Not everyone loves blood, geez. Solara again not holding it long, likely because her head hit the bat. Springboard forearm to Kimberly. As I was saying, it's one fall. So the first person to get the pinfall or submission wins the match. This is not elimination. Kimberly immediately with a kendo stick. And immediately using it on Stell.
Crucifix head scissor. It's incredible the inventiveness we are seeing.
Stell, jeez, devastating suplex, but Kimberly kips up like it was nothing.
They certainly contributed. Precise drop kick.
Solara already at orange head damage. I didn't even see her reach yellow. Solara got a hammer, but doesn't get the chance to use it. Kimberly taking control of the field on her own. Throw to a corner. Kick. Kick again. Countered. And into another knee strike. And into the cover. One. Just the one. Kimberly, she seems to enjoy. That she does. She seems to go high. And also, I don't know what she looked for there. Oh, wrist clutch suplex. Went into the cover, got broken up. Oh, Stell into the submission hold, which I again forget what it's called. Solara fights out of it, not burning resiliency. Why would some people like blood? It's the thing that gets lots of both adding up. Not in your sense, Dusk. Not in your sense.
Looking bad for her here. Shoulders down.
Cover on Solara. 1, 2. Whoa!
And the win. Outlast the others in this triple threat match.
Time lock, thank you. But, okay, I'm going to quickly comment on what just happened there. Solara was knocked out, and at 2, her resiliency cut off. She didn't burn. She couldn't burn. Her resiliency deactivated right before 3. Solara couldn't burn it, so Stell takes the victory. Stell takes the victory shockingly, I have to say. That was unexpected. That was abrupt, no kidding. Solara was just knocked out, her resiliency deactivating at the last second. And Kimberly not getting up quick enough to break the pinfall. Holy crap. But either way, 60s, majority of the vote on Stell, 60%. With 20 going to Kimberly and 20 going to Solara. That was shocking. Okay then. That was a crazy finish. No kidding. Hopefully you're okay. Hopefully you're okay, Solara. I'm pretty sure that your Ezra is waiting for you. That time lock hurts. That wasn't even a result of the time lock. Because Solara fought out of it. I'm pretty sure she got knocked out with a hammer hit or something. Well, let's move on before we get rambling about this. Up next, it is Shota versus nobody. That's what they call themselves. But Prime's admittedly said that they very much know who this person is, who they really are. Wish there was more blood. Either way, Giemsra has seen their comments about a training match as a result of, I believe, Glitch's comments when they retained the tag team championships. Shota wanted to go after them, but nobody stopped him and said let them fight. Well, not let them fight. Let me rephrase that. Nobody wanted to have a match with Shota to test him. And so, they get what they want. Let me get your poll. Opening. That's your name. Alright. Well, I guess I'll put both in the poll anyways. Actually, nah, we'll just leave it like that. And then begin. Oh, hello, Kimberly. I didn't even see you in there.
Things are about to get good.
And out next. Well, out first. Blech. Shota cow soup.
Making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 191 pounds, Satoru A. Katsuyori.
Has had a, I'm not gonna lie, pretty modest record so far. His first match ended in DQ, unintentionally. His second match ended fairly, but he did get attacked. And his third match, he just lost. Again, fairly. He's not having a fun time. But out next,
and here he comes.
Someone we've really only seen in chat. It is nobody. Standing at 7 feet tall? Buddy, you do not look 7 feet. Nobody, or as he's just revealed himself as opening. We haven't seen much of him in the ring as he's only been in chat. This is his debut match against Shota to test him
on this high level.
See what he can do. Yeah, I knew it would have, so I was just kind of leaving it in case you didn't say anything. I just left the cape.
Guys, we have a superstar that is molded to
and
be
the match begins. Yeah, you are not 7 feet. What are you talking about, game? Opening with the starting suplex.
Sure, a little rough around the edges, Corey, but there's something that comes with time and experience. Coming into this fight, his opponent's been
neck breaker.
More aggressive attitude. We'll have to see if that new
opening with the advantage so far. An elbow in the corner. Whiffing a punch. Shota with a counter. Goes off the springboard and a magnificent moonsault. Hello, Ryan. You missed the first 2 matches, but you're just in time for the debut of nobody, or as we have otherwise learned, is called opening.
Gets out of there in a hurry. And he's taking this to the outside now.
Not really opening, no. There was no way you could have got that. Especially not with me just keeping the cape. Very casually. Opening sent right into the stairs. Throw it over. Are they going round and round? You forgot your cape had your name? That actually makes it a bit funnier. Shota goes flying and connects, taking opening down. Shota has practically, ever since he took control, been dominating this match. And opening has been unable to find a... Opening has poetically been unable to find an opening, but got it.
Goes under the ropes to get
weird
back
name.
inside.
Seems nice, I think, I hope. Oh my God, oh, so he's CP2 of mine.
He's looking a little off balance.
Well, if anything, Shota's the more reluctant of you between the 2 vampires in this business. Oh, roll up. I haven't been paying much attention, but that's a roll up. And opening kicks out before even a 1. Shota tried to take control with a kick. But opening, Rocky at his back.
How dirty is that?
And a suplex right into the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Shota survives. Tries to angle a knee drop, but Shota out of the way just in time. And hits another magnificent springboard moonsault. What's Shota looking to do? Oof. Opening almost taken down, but kept right up. Suplex.
Lights out.
Opening almost stunned. Shota attacking the arm, and now opening is stunned. But he rolls out. The ring awareness of opening. And Shota looking to fly again and gets it. Twice now, Shota has connected. And then misses the kick. I spoke a bit too soon. Honestly, it's... Oh, Hurricane Ronnie. Inverted. Seems arrogant. If this is the match quality I'm expecting watching, I think I'll stick around for a while. Shota locks in an armbar submission on the outside. The opening does not burn resiliency. Punching Shota in the head. And then a big kick. Opening in a really bad position now. Shota going the long route. What could he be looking for? Oh, an uppercut. Off to the apron and to the top rope. Calling opening to stand up. Goes flying, but misses the cutter. But then, an opening takes advantage with a suplex. Northern Light suplex, but not even finished. Final cut. Into the cover. 1, 2. Shota kicks out at 2. Shota is still in this fight. Elbow drop. It's kind of funny with how he called it. I don't know what that move is naturally called, actually. Or at least I don't know what Pai has called it. Who knows? Oh, Shota take it down. Yeah, I don't know what that... I don't know what that Northern Lights Final Cut combo is called. Oh. Sharp punch to the face. Opening going right to the top rope. Elbow drop. The closing. That makes sense, yeah. That makes sense. What is opening looking to do? What is he looking for here? Super kick! And not finished yet. Wants to put Shota away. Into Swinging Fisherman Suplex it's called. Shota burns resiliency. Shota's still alive. Barely. Metaphorically speaking. Oh, see ya, Moon. Knee drop misses from the top. That had to hurt. Up shot, it's over. Oh, sleeper hold locked in. Opening has no resiliency built up. Is this the end of the match? It is. Opening taps out. Shota gets his first win.
Wait a minute, what's he doing here?
Oh,
what's the meaning
fuck.
of this? Trash talking.
Glitched.
From the top of the ramp.
Taunting.
We've got a new rivalry on
Taunting Shota. Shota told Glitch to not interfere. Glitch didn't until the end of the match. Glitch showed up after Shota's match and taunted his rival from the stage, a disrespectful gesture intended to throw him off kilter in his next match. Shota may have come up with the win. Shota may have won, but Glitched is not letting him be sweet over it. Bittersweet. That's what Glitch made this victory. Bittersweet. And now, let's get this poll. And as we load up the next match. See you there. Congrats to Shota. Yeah, fair enough, Kimberly. Glitch has been, to put it, a bit of a bitch. Oh, I should probably get this thing going. This game does not like Gina Hibiki matches. Gotta power through with the power of next. Come on, game. Great match just now, but glitched. I'll get my revenge on you soon. You did have a good match, and from what I've seen, the power of next. That's how I was able to get the first match loaded. Well now, Shota, I underestimated you and glitched. Well, I mean, that's... I had to power through it to get the Freya match loaded, so... Not the first time. Remind me to do that next time Gina and Hibiki have a fucking tag match. Actually, remind me to do that when it comes to the tag title match at Golden Treasure. I'm probably gonna have to do that. Okay, let's go over the poll. I got a bit distracted. No drag show at the medical for a checkup again. Prime would help you, but they've got a match. At least there was no blood. Shota, I still don't think you're ready. It's not like he can even go after Glitch right now. But who knows? That's for later. So much powering through. And very much need. Alright, previous poll. Shota with 57% of the vote. Opening with 42. Alright, thank you, May. Thank you, Mayron. Are you sure even you can handle glitched opening? Sure, he got squashed by Jacob, but that was a different story. Okay, let me... Okay. There's your poll, and I will start the match right away. Out first.
This is gonna be good.
Moon Mage and Prime Ezra. The Embodiments and the #1 contenders to the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the power of the next to get through. Won their way to this position. Prime off of being accompanying Freya earlier in the show. We'll have to see how they can do here. When finally, together, they face the Women's Tag Team Champions. Hibiki Sakura and Gina Boyd, the Work It Girls. One of the Embodiments, a few weeks ago I met Moon for the first time. Oh, so that's how you ended up here, Kimberly. Nice. Certainly a powerful duo, dethroning Frisk and Kara on the first defense. And now they face their challengers 2-on-2 finally. And the match begins. And immediately the Working Girl is off to a good start.
This is going to be absolute pandemonium.
Hopefully Hibiki is fine after... Hopefully Hibiki is doing well after what happened between her and Prime. Gina went into the cover on Prime, but Moon quickly broke it up.
Drop kick to the back.
Gina and Hibiki breaking down and destroy. I think a couple of Gina's chops hit Hibiki. And Moon Mage taking advantage while Prime has tanked a bit of damage.
Just disrespectful.
The disrespect can be tasted.
I'll have to talk with the GM about that, see what they can do. They might be able to find a slot for you both to go at it again.
So all the way to the
It's definitely not going to be the go-home show, though. I will say that. Excuse me. Moving a knee drop to Gina. And now they both go after Hibiki, turning the tables on the working girls by going 2-on-1.
Just doing anything they can to
Gina not wasting any time getting back in the ring. And the working girls quickly back in control. Now targeting Moon Mage.
so much damage inflicted.
Post-show. That works.
Leg breaker, that had to hurt.
Pride tried to take back control for their team. The Hurricane Rana to Hibiki, and now going after Gina. Hibiki hit Gina! Goes after Prime, but Moon Mage took advantage against Gina. Post-going treasure. Fair enough, that works.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
There is also the next show, but we'll have to see if there's space. Once again, the working girls dividing and conquering. Moon Mage trying to fight low while Prime recovers. It's not going quite well.
Solid kick across the back. This match is
and Hibiki turning to Prime, plants them on their back on the apron. Youch. And now the working girls turn their focus back to Prime, but in comes Moon Mage. Gina quickly tried to put down Moon Mage. Prime with a Hurricane Rana to Hibiki again. Gina has taken virtually no damage. What in the hell? Are they Fraxium? I mean, maybe. Moon and Prime now after Gina as Hibiki watches on. Coming out of the ring now, but Moon not letting Hibiki try and get a sneak attack. She would have suplexed the Prime. Oh, Hibiki reverse Moon and planted them on the ground. Oh, discus clothesline. Using the muscular arm to take down Moon Mage. Moon Mage burns Iron Jaw. Prime rages up. Seems to be helping Moon, but for Prime, not so much. If I sleep ever to get show to sleep and try to think of myself. Okay. I wasn't going to, because I don't trust you. Prime with a reversal on Gina on the inside. Moon and Hibiki still going out on the outside. What is Prime going to do? Oh, we've seen this before. Prime is going to kick Gina in the ass with the Paradise Lock. Into the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. No resiliency burned. But Moon Mage and Prime doing everything they can to take back the lead. Splash to Gina. You just give off bad vibes from my end, that's all. The Marin's very appreciative, I can tell. Knee strike to Gina. Moonsault to Hibiki into the cover. 1, 2. Never mind, just a 1. This is becoming close. Yeah, I don't trust you just because you really don't give off good vibes, I'm gonna be honest. That could change over time though, who knows. Hibiki plants it on the apron back first, and Prime dives full on into Gina. The Embodiments are retaking control of the fight. Just looked over at the pole, 100% on the Embodiments. Gina gets her finisher reversed, but then reverses Moon's right back. Looking for an abdominal. Oh, a very stretched abdominal stretch submission. Moon escapes on their own. And Prime in the ring to help out. Tag teaming Hibiki while Gina is down. Neck crank at Hibiki. Gina's in. Oh, a devastating kick to Gina into the cover. Hibiki's down. 1, 2. Resiliency burned from Gina. Prime turns to Hibiki, who rolls out. Prime to the top rope. Moon dives into Cheetah and missed. Moon dived but missed. Prime dived but missed. Is this where their flub turns to their disadvantage? Is it that one mistake that cost them the match? And just equalizer. He lets the Colt back again. Well, I'm pretty sure the staff would deal with any cult-like activities here anyways. This is a wrestling show, not a cult war. It's not a war of cults. This is a wrestling show. Cheetah tried taking it to Moon Mage, Prime into the ring, and locking in. Wait a second, Hibiki's down. Locks in the Canadian backbreaker. Is this it? Hibiki the Cheetah taps. Cheetah taps out. For the second time, the Working Girls can't win the first look match as the Embodiments stand tall. Started off rough, but they are your victors. Will this be the sight we see at Golden Treasure? As Prime and Moon Mage will battle Cheetah Hibiki again, but for the titles. Real good for the Embodiments indeed. A win. They've got the champs on the back foot now that I think about it. Can't stop putting him to sleep. Whereas though, that's just a thing he could do. Due to being a kid of the god Hypnos. Okay. To note, so far the Embodiments have beaten the Working Girls in every match. Yeah! The Embodiments have beaten the Working Girls in every single match they've had so far. Ironically akin to the build-up to Star Show between Jacob and Saya and Hell's Deity. Jacob and Saya swept the field until the major live event. Are we going to see a repeat and perhaps a retain for the Working Girls at Golden Treasure? We'll have to find out. Next up is indeed Jacob. Holy shit, 100 still on the Embodiments. You rank your matches by blood. Are you fucking kidding me? I swear I clicked that bull. There we go. 100% of the Embodiments. Sheesh. Alright, we're going through this quick. We're not even an hour in. Anyways. Next up, Jacob. Jacob had the chance to explain himself before the show. He was given a deadline of 12 p.m. EST or 12 o'clock Universal Time earlier today. But he has not said anything. He chose not to speak. So when the deadline came and there was nothing, the GM was forced. And by the request, yes, someone will fight him. That someone came up to the GM directly. And so it will be Jake Sterling versus Jacob Baker. Yeah, we're speedrunning FWW. And that's kind of funny. It felt like time was going so slow earlier, but now it just feels like we're flying through this and time is barely going any faster. What the hell? Anyways, Jake off. That sounds wrong. Phrasing. Anyways. How Jacob will fare this match. I'm not even going to read Dust comments anymore. Either way, Jacob chose not to explain. And Jake Sterling, realizing this, asked to fight him. And the GM granted Jake Sterling his wish. And so here we go. Let me get your poll while they come out. Still, huh?
Are you guys ready?
Out first, the man who put himself in this position, betraying his tag team partner in a tag title rematch, Jacob Baker.
Making his way to the ring from Manila, Philippines, weighing in at 231 pounds, Jacob Baker!
So I was going to explain on someone who's gone quiet on the explain part and a co-lead singer of a band. Someone's been telling me something, things that I'm still processing. Fair enough. Yeah, opening, but phrasing. Jake off. That's how you put it. That's your phrasing. Either way, Jacob did have the chance to explain. And he didn't. Not before the deadline. So he is forced to go one-on-one tonight. Still doing his singles entrance from when he fought Glitch. That being the only time we've seen Jacob with his singles entrance. I think outside of the inaugural stream though, I don't know. Adam Cole knockoff. Ha. If you want one. If you want a match opening, you can have it. Just have to see if there's room.
Yeah, now we're talking.
And out next,
And his opponent,
Jake Sterling.
Ohio, weighing in at 220 pounds.
Asked to fight Jacob when he realized Jacob wasn't going to explain.
Hey, where's the horse?
And given Jake's own experiences, I can see why he wants to fight Jacob, to still try and get it out. I wonder if Jacob...
He said he'll steal the show here tonight, and he looks more than ready to deliver on that promise.
That was pure chaos, and I'm aware of what happened with Jacob and Sai after their winning streak. Prime and I will be prepared. We won't underestimate their opponents. Fair enough.
A superstar coming into this one with a major chip on his shoulder. Feels like he's...
You think about who I should fight though, not David. No, David. Alright, match has begun, and Jacob with the starting offense.
If he can prove himself here, maybe
Up, Jake with a very unique reversal, and a big boot takes Jacob down. Jacob not staying down for long, however. Throws Jake into a corner. Jake with a counter, backstabber-like. And Jake with a DDT. Oh, you're a coward. Simple that. Okay. Kick out at 1. Jacob not going down that easily. You want this fight? Huh?
What a takedown. Fujiwara armbar.
Jake locking in an armbar stretch. Trying to take out the arm. Jacob with a reversal. I'm going to refer to them as their last name so this doesn't get confusing. Sterling with a counter. And going and locking in a submission of his own. A proper submission. Baker able to fight out. Baker not quite in the advantage. And Sterling looks to not let him have it. Sterling back in control. Side kick to the head of Jacob. Baker. Oh, suplex.
Oh, kick right to the back.
Kick to the back.
Oh, look at this.
And multiple kicks to the head.
Capped off with a big one. Every strike more devastating than the last.
Sterling taking back control. Baker with a counter on the apron.
Able to reverse that one.
Keeping his control.
Got him set up in the corner of the ring.
Chop. What is Baker thinking here? I think he's using his comeback. Massive clothesline to Sterling. But he keeps right up. Not letting Baker keep control. Jake wants answers. And he wants to get them no matter what he must do here.
Moved at the right time.
Whips him over. Back elbow. Sterling rages up and looks to use that newly gained finisher immediately. But gets it countered. But Sterling still in control. Right to the corner.
Knife-edge chop echoing through the arena. Gotta hurt.
Glad to see my buddy Julian chat. Ran to them asking for help. But something she'll explain later. Does she come here? Interesting. Back with the man who gives you bangers on the weekly. Oh, wait a second. Jacob's going for, and I have it this time, Stormbreaker! Into the cover. 1, 2, kick out. At 2.
I thought he was unconscious.
I have other entry by like something. He won't answer out of the ring, then things will be solved as they should in the ring. Very fair. Jake has burned resiliency. He's now in a very bad position. And into the cover, trying to burn Jacobs. But no. Just a 1 count.
Even an inch of ground as this match continues. And he said, "You're not getting it."
Oh, a spear out of nowhere. Spear to Jake, and Jacob calling for the end. Hidden Blade connects into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Jake is put down. Jacob Baker victorious. Not explain. On a second. It seems like Jacob's actions are coming back to haunt him. Saya Killer is not finished. Saya Killer wants answers. Standoff between Saya and Jake. Hailed the crowd's anticipation of the escalating rivalry. Interesting. And the poll, 29%. 28% on Jake Sterling. 71% on Jacob Baker. Does only just made the back now. She hasn't taken any blood yet. Don't let her. The man who almost 1v2 Glitch and Seth. Yeah, he almost humiliated the both of them. He practically did. But without a tag partner, he can't go for the titles. And by the looks of it, he doesn't want to go for those titles again yet. He wants revenge. Revenge, justice, whatever you want to call it. That's what he wants. I'm screenshotting. This goes hard. Alright. Next up. The men's Golden Treasure Qualifier. Don't mind the notifications in the top left. That was from me taking a screenshot. Waddle. But yes, it is time for the men's Golden Ticket. Have I added any more matches to the poll? I have not. I have in fact not. Let me do that really quick and I'll get y'all your poll. Alright, there we go. I'm all caught up. Da-da-da. And admittedly, this might help in a situation. Get Dusk to watch this, because Prime has told me that the mystery competitor might shut her up. Honestly, FWW reminds me of a fun gaming hangout like you have for a few hours, but it's memorable as all get out. Fair enough. Your poll is out, and the match begins. Good.
All right. I love this guy.
Vengeance. Also here. Go for the men. Time to watch and see. Well, out first. The man who says he puts on bangers. And admittedly, I can't even deny him there. David is still coming out in his royal attire. Okay. First out is David Gunter. Specifically, King David Gunter.
This athlete walks around
Has had pretty good matches.
but once the bell rings,
Really damn good matches.
It's called staying ahead of the game.
But hasn't been able to really achieve much other than good
a
matches.
competitor who does not
He
know
looks
the
to
meaning
change
of the word
that
quit.
tonight.
He is ready for battle.
To win his spot to the Golden Treasure ladder match. And make a name for himself properly. As the first Golden Treasure briefcase holder. We'll have to see if he can do it. Let's see if the other two win. Ha! Opening does not like David. Out next.
Here we go, guys.
The man, we haven't seen much of him. His last appearance was in the inaugural gauntlet. It is Ganji Gupta. We don't really have much to talk about Ganji, if I'm going to be honest. I don't know much about him from his origin universe. And he hasn't fought that much in the FWW. In fact, I believe this is only his second match. But Ganji looks to change that. He wants to win this match and move on to the Golden Treasure ladder match and become Mr. Golden Treasure.
This match has everyone backstage buzzing. He is an exciting competitor to watch.
Will he be able to achieve that as he creates a serenade? Interesting. But as I think we've seen, he has two devastatingly known moves. The Hellbow and the Home Run. Will those be able to take him to victory tonight? We will have to find out. And now, the mystery competitor. This is who Prime has told me Dusk may want to see to shut up.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it is
I am pumped for this guy.
from Genshin Impact, Risley.
At 231 pounds,
I don't quite remember everything Prime has told me about Risley.
Entertainment is an art form.
But what I do recall is that Risley is some sort of, I believe, leader. Some sort of leader of the fortress of Meripide? Meripide, that sounds right. Yeah, probably Meripide. And he's here to put on a show. Not necessarily win, but put on a show of a match And from one of his previous comments that I believe was seen in the Discord, prove a point and make his former inmates, as he calls them, remember. This is bound to be a very interesting match. 3 different styles colliding all at once, and the match begins.
And you've got to come into this triple threat with a different mindset than any other match.
Ryan with a punch to David, and barely budges from an elbow from Ganji. Ganji going for a handspring that utterly missed. Ryle, oh Ryle, where art thou, Ryle? The Duke. It is indeed Risley.
Great counter.
The rate we're going, I don't think we'll have to worry about running it for NXT. Very true! We're going so fast! We may not even need to worry about that. Now I need to get my phone, as I'm pretty sure I rescheduled the Dark Knight. That's the boss of the Fortress. Hopefully he wins. It's been a week since I visited the Fortress last.
These matches are too unpredictable to plan for, but a good rule of thumb is to be aggressive and control the action in the ring.
Stomp to Risley. Ganji with a kick to David's stomach. And now after the arm, David the first hurt. Risley and Ganji trying to team up on David, but he says no. And hits a, holy shit! Springboard crossbody takes out both Ganji and Risley. Went into the cover on Ganji for only a 1 count. That was insane airtime.
Snap there.
Elbow to the head of Ganji. Choking out Ganji, Jesus. And then a bulldog. That's probably a good thing. I usually get called into suck inmates where it's problematic. Are you? I don't. From what Private's told me, I don't think that's what Ryo. I don't think. Whatever.
Gets him with the counter.
David in the corner. Ganji. Oh. Very lifted DDT.
And now there's an opening.
He has been here before, and
I'm not even gonna ask. Ganji with a baseball bat. He wants to hit a home run, quite literally.
A collision like that could mark a turning point for this entire match.
Oh, Risley, as I've heard from Prime, is very powerful. Best not to ask. Well, I'm going to ask about your part, because from what Prime has told me, Risley has not mentioned any of the sort. He might ask Risley about you. But we'll see. Risley now the one hitting a couple home runs here and there. With a baseball bat. Ow. My ankle. Back into the ring. Swing and a miss from Risley. Ganji into the corner. And then Ganji into the corner. And Risley from behind. Hits David. And then hits Ganji with a flying baseball bat attack. So far, Risley's actually doing pretty damn freshly in this match. And that is impressive. Yeah, David has had damn well good matches. Crossbody to Risley, not into the cover. Tiger Bomb is called. Probably just a regular power bomb, whatever. Ganji with a reversal on Risley. What's he looking for? His signature gets reversed by Risley. Risley were sentenced to the Fortress. I'm sure sentenced. I won't be surprised, given your current personality. Face first goes Risley to the mat. David most hurt. I think Risley was about to go for a signature move.
Here he goes for the win.
David into the counter on Risley.
That could have been it right
Broken
there.
up by Ganji at 2. Oh, David going in for the arm trapped crossface. Risley breaks it up quickly. Oh, hits his signature this time. Spinning David around and around and around. Holy crap. And drops him down the airplane spin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Ganji was too slow to break it up. Kicks Risley out. Oh, tries to knee David in the face. He gets reversed.
Minds and bodies devastated. I can't imagine being in this position.
David probably a little bit dizzy.
Countered it just in time.
Little drop kick to David's knee. Risley taking advantage of the situation. Help! That was either a elbow or a home run. Either way, 1, 2, kick out at 2. I believe he hit Risley with an elbow, so that might have been the running elbow. Ganji grabbing out a sledgehammer and immediately uses it on David. And then on Risley. Hey, Risley is so aggressive.
Being put into a perilous position here after each of these vicious attacks.
What's the phone going on? Oh, I just sent messages. Do I have a dark match? That I do. We might actually. No, wait, that's for next week.
Maybe just stay down, man.
No dark match.
And there was a series of
Well, no dark match planned, but I could probably still do it. Let me make that quick change. David lifting up Risley and dropping him down. Honestly, I'm staying here, so if you need me for any matches, I'm more than happy to fight. Good to hear, Kimberly. After your performance, while cut short, it'd be interesting to see you again in action. Cover on Risley. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. No resiliency. David with a suplex to Ganji.
He skirts away, living to fight another day.
He steps foot in the ring again.
Big slap. Big attacks to Risley. Oh, from behind a Hurricane Rana. And into the cover on David. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at 2.9. No resiliency burned. What the hell was that? Oh, David and Risley tag teaming Ganji for a little bit. Damn! Gauntlet attack. Gauntlet punch right to Ganji. David tried to capitalize into the cover on Risley. Kick out at 2.
Refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
I think Prime's idea may have felt the exact opposite.
Hoisted up across the shoulders and around we
Oh
go.
god, David's getting spun around and dropped again. Into the cover, Ganji breaks it up immediately.
Firm control.
David is probably all kinds of conked out.
He's outside
He is
the ring
probably
now.
so goddamn dizzy.
Oh no, now that he has the kendo stick, I definitely do not want to be
Kendo stick in play, but I don't know where it is. Ganji with a reversal on Risley. So far, this match is making up for time. We're getting a banger right here. Multiple baseball bats to the shot of to the head of Risley. And another clog to the face of David with his gauntlets. Into the cover. 1, 2. Resiliency burned from David.
He's in total disbelief. That did
Ouch.
not finish the job. Everyone watching this is
Oh.
in disbelief right now.
Risley began to take control of the field.
What energy in this
Drop
arena
down.
tonight.
Now takes out Ganji. David. Oh. Into the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. No resiliency again. Risley is refusing to burn.
He fends off the attack.
Actually, that's a good question. Does it even have resiliency?
His opponent know he can take on the world right now.
Oh, elbow to David. Wait, Ganji might win. Into the cover.
Makes the cover.
1, 2, 3. Ganji advances.
The victory tonight.
Ganji is going to Golden Treasure.
Tremendous victory in this triple threat match.
We knew these three would put on a show, but I do not think
Holy
anyone predicted
shit.
just how intense this match would be.
I think one man did, and it's the one.
Hopefully, if you were
currently
considering
celebrating his win.
interfering, I mean, you could have. It's no DQ. It's a triple threat. But either way, Ganji is going to Golden Treasure. Yeah, you did say that. You didn't say you specifically win. But anyways, Ganji is moving on, and Ganji did even have the most amount of votes. Ganji at 20% of the vote, David and Risley with 40. Let me update a match card, if I fucking can. And I shall get us our main event ready. And speaking of our main event, we will have our new #1 contenders to the tag team titles, and they will be fought for at Golden Treasure. The Bug Hunters return after a very long absence since the inaugural stream. They have not fought since the inaugural stream. And now is their chance to make up for it. Their chance to make up for it and fight Glitched and Seth for the Tag Team Championship. While Jack and Ezra of Brotherly Spirit, while failed against Hell's Deity in a different #1 contenders match, they look to make up for it, win here, and take the titles from Hell's Deity, no matter the cost. Which team will be able to do it? Here we go. Your poll is up. And out first.
They're here.
The team of Shin Tsukimi and Gota Gokuhara. They are the Bug Hunters. The first time we've seen them come out together, the first time we've seen either in a very long time.
At a combined weight of 424 pounds.
They did have a good start. They wish to make up for it. They want to win the gold. This has been fast. No kidding. We've been speedrunning this. Match of the night is prepared. The tank of the team, Shin the submission specialist, a combo that could spell the tag range should they win. Very true. But now their opponents. Ezra Burns and Jack Burns. Brotherly spirit. Ezra is carefree as ever. Jack focused on what they want to do. Win and fight Seth and Glitched again. The match won't be as good as what the Duke was fighting, although if it's bluff, it will be a close second. Yes, I'm biased. Good. Good friend. Another thing Prime's gonna have to ask. Alright. We'll see. The Bug Hunters, Brotherly Spirit, the main event. And here we go.
No tags necessary in this one.
The most chaotic form of tag team
Bug Hunters taking control of the fight. Shin less so than Gota.
Kick to the gut.
But there's still... Jack is locked in. That's the one thing I noticed immediately. Jack is locked in for victory. Ezra is not, and he seems to be paying the price. Oh god. I guess that's why Jack is after Shin, not Gota. Gota is where the brothers might struggle. As Jack is planted into the ground. Ezra tried to take care of Shin, but not to as much luck as Jack. I think there's some therapy. They're gonna make her. They're gonna make her. As his back planted on the Shin. Gota gets countered by Jack. Shin one go flying, gets down and gets sleeper slammed by Jack, who's trying to take control. Ezra has Gota damaged. Gota's weight may not be a factor anymore. Jack gets countered in the ring. What is Gota thinking? Powerbombs Ezra, Jesus Christ, into the apron. While Shin going after the arms of Jack. Oh, they're not supposed to stretch like that. Ezra bounced off the apron again. Shin going again for that move. Trying to break Jack's arms. Gota with a barrel on the Ezra who escapes. Yes, I am a seagull. Just kidding, I am not a seagull. Yeah, Ezra might need medical. I will be giving FWW therapy. Just the need for therapy. Nah. Ezra Burns rage. Shin racking at Jack from the top rope. Ezra began to take control against Gota. As the therapist we have is pretty fucking good, I will say. 300 messages, holy shit. Jack taking it to Shin, Gota thrown into the ring, and Jack capitalizing on Gota's lack of weight advantage. Oh, it gets reversed, but Ezra rolled right in, retaking control. The brothers are now starting to begin to take control of the fight overall. We have enough vengeance to start an army. Ezra hit a judo throw into the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Gota kicks out at 2 without resiliency. Jack tried to work up a move as fast as he can. We're now at 302. Shin fighting back against Jack. Gota Burns rage. That's not good. Especially for Jack, who's in the ring with him. Never mind, they're both going outside.
This could get wild.
Ezra knows Gota's Burn Rage, not letting him use it. Not letting him use the finisher. Jack almost suplex into the barricade. I just tossed a cup. My mistake. Gota throw back in the ring. The brothers back in control. Ezra crossbody misses. Oh, Uranagi to Shin. Jack uses his body to take down Gota. Holy crap. Put all of his energy into that. And Gota making that worthless. DDT. I think Ezra just barely avoided Gota's finisher. Takes control with a cover, but Shin right there to break it up. Jack drop kicks Ezra trying to hit Shin. Ezra not doing too bad from it though. He seems to be okay. Until he gets suplexed. Never mind, kips right the hell up. Bulldog to Shin. Oh! Jack taken down by Gota. Who's now trying to clean up house. Oh no, okay. You know, for a second I thought Gota was gonna try and dive and squash Ezra. That would have been good. Oh, Jesus. Cover on Jack. Ezra. Ref took his time. And only a 1 count on Jack? Really? Oh, wait a second. I think Shin burned his rage. That's the armbar on Ezra. But Ezra's arms have not been focused on that much. Will Ezra still tap? No. Shin lets go and then hits a goddamn Claymore on Jack. A big man, of course. Yeah. You don't want Gota diving off the top rope. Oh, Ezra reverses that suplex attempt. But it's 2-on-1 against Ezra. He's not in a good position. Goes to the apron. Very smart move. Well, kind of. Because he's about to get planted. At least I thought it was a Claymore. Do I have anything to stop Dust rambling on about how he's good to do for us? Someone might?
He leaves the ring and there's no countouts in this one.
I don't know.
What a nasty knee lift.
And I'm not really in favor of taping someone's mouth shut. I'm gonna be honest.
He has to be at his limit now. And this is it's not looking
good. Choke slam to Shin. Ezra taking it to Gota. And a Uranagi to Shin. Again, I think. Jack going for more this time. Up he goes. Powerbomb.
That's his go-to move. Can he finish this off?
And he gets sent back into the
Goes into the ring. Shin into the ring post. Reverses Jack. Judo throw to Gota. Into the cover. 1, 2. Resiliency burn from Gota. Jack was distracting Shin. The match is getting closer and closer every second. And with Gota the first to burn, the Bug Hunters are vulnerable to be pinned.
He's going for it all.
Ezra going to the top rope is trying to end this. Stomp! Jesus. Oh, what is Ezra now looking for? Calling Gota to stand up. Oh, a knee strike to the face. Into the cover. Jack still taking care of Shin. And Gota's pinned.
Wow, he's gonna celebrate all night long.
Ezra pins Gota. And your #1 contenders going to face Glitched and Seth that golden treasure. Ezra and Jack Burns, brotherly spirit. Brotherly Spirit versus Hell's Deity for the FWW Tag Team Championship is official. What a fucking show, lads. Solid strategy from the brothers. Jack refused to let Shin get anywhere. We'll figure that out, I hope, about dusk. But that was the show for tonight. What a show. Only lost one, not bad. Good job, Rio. Holy crap. Let's go over the show. Freya opened up the show fighting Dusk. Freya accompanied by Prime, likely accompanied by Prime in the first place, so Prime could make sure she wasn't going to get hurt badly by Dusk. Stell with the shocking victory in this match. Solara's resiliency going out on her at the last second, letting Stell take the win. And our mystery competitor Kimberly did incredibly damn well this match. I think we can be assured she'll be coming back. Shota picking up the win over Opening in what first seemed like a match that Opening had, but Shota quickly turned the tables. Though the victory was made bittersweet when Glitch came out to the stage to taunt Shota. Shota likely more angry at ever. Attempt 2. Shota likely more pissed off at Glitch than before. This seems to be a very hot rivalry already. And they have not even fought once, except for a brawl. Prime and Moonmage picking up the win over the Work It Girls in a very, very interesting match. Started off with the Work It Girls in control, but slowly the Embodiments were able to take the initiative and win the match. Will this be what we see at Golden Treasure? Or is this going to be a mirror to what happened with Jacob and Saya Killer at AfterShow? We'll have to find out. Thank you, Prime. Also, it was a good match and hard match. Also glitched. He's just been a menace. I can't say much else. Jacob picking up the win over Jake Sterling after choosing to not explain and getting this match booked in the first place. Jake wanted answers, but he's not getting them. Saya Killer, however, came down to the ring to face off with Jacob, most likely wanting answers himself. And we'll have to see where this goes next week. Ganji picking up the win by pinning David. And I've got to say, Risley, our mystery competitor, Risley, did fantastic in this match, showing devastating power with those gauntlets, pretty much disorientating David by spinning him around twice this match. Was not the one to come up with the win, but still, we can most likely expect to see him again in the future. And we will. And Ezra and Jack, the brothers, brotherly spirit, picking up the win. And they will be facing the tag team champions, Glitched and Seth, next week in a first look match. And then fighting them at Golden Treasure for the tag titles. What a show we've had. Now let's look at the news. Oh, nothing's changed. Okay. We've seen these. Let's go to the next show. To our power rankings. Pardon me. Almost choked on a corn. Freya number 1. in the power rankings. No injuries. Thank God. Glitch number 2, Murasaki number 3, Sakura number 4, Jacob number 5, David 6, Papyrus 7th, Pinto 8th, Ganji 9th, Kaz 10th, Ganji, no, not Ganji, Gina 11th, Jack 12th, Jake 13th, Stell 14th, Shota 15th, Millie 16th, Hibiki 17th, Moon 18th, Mithra 19th, and Seth number 20. What has the game booked for us? Pinto vs. Splendid. Okay. The Embodiments versus the former tag team champions of the Fallen Humans. Cass, the number 1 contender, versus the former champ Ryan. Jacob vs. Saya. The Working Girls versus Freya and Vienna Adela. Okay. Tsubasa versus Brock Storm. Murasaki and Millie. Shota and Seth. And Iba versus Murasaki for the Women's Championship again? Iba, you had your shot. Only one of the champs? She does. Also, the fact that this game has Seth as a randomized opponent is funny. Because that's Glitch's tag team partner. Any new news? Oh! Kazuki, Cerberus, Golden, and Saya Killer have all been cleared this week. You love to see it. Alright. Could be. Not right now, though. Just with enough time on our hands before NXT, out of character mode. Injuries be gone. Yeah, out of character. It's time for a dark match that I wanted to do last time, but we had absolutely no time for it. Well, I should probably turn count out on. Brackets are broken, y'all. But yeah. That dark match will be... Oh, question marks. Kaboom! A kaboom indeed. But now, it's time for the dark match I wanted to do last time. But we were left no time at all for it. Thank you, Kaz, Cerberus, Golden, and Glorilla. But anyways. It will be Undyne. And it will be Becky Lynch. FWW was total speed this week. Very true. It was. So we get to have ourselves the dark match of the century, probably. Undyne versus Becky Lynch. This could be interesting. Hero of the Underground versus Becky Lynch. I'm going to skip entrances because I forgot to turn them off. And Undyne uses Cody Rhodes' entrance, so I'm not waiting. I'm chopping green beans everywhere. We'll let them get announced. We'll let them at least get announced, and then I'll skip the entrance. I turned interference off. We won't be having any of that shit. Out first, Undyne.
Making her way to the ring from the bottomless pit. The hero, Yurina!
The WWE Universe delivering.
There you go, Undyne. Also in her casual gear this time. And out next is the man.
The man.
Becky Lynch.
A competitor who never backs down from a fight.
And from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
She is as...
Time for some good old wrestling.
Folks, just
And here we go. Damn. Undyne immediately with a chop to Becky's knee, taking her out.
But Becky never backs down, never crumbles under the pressure of the bright lights. And the lights
Haven't Kimberly managed to make an impact despite being a non-factor in the ending. And it's gonna just maybe just her for a while, playing the long game. Fair enough. Yeah. And Kimberly really did make a mark.
This is agonizing. The deathlock is in.
Showing off pure strength almost immediately.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
And also,
And that holds Becky back.
Oh, nice balance.
also being that non-factor in the ending. She didn't win, but she wasn't pinned for the loss. So she can be happy about that. A big boot to Becky in the corner.
What are we going to see here?
I don't like those sounds. What sounds were you making, Becky? Chopped up sounds, that's what. Saito suplex. Or exploder.
Forearm to the kidney.
Becky going at the back of Undyne.
The thing you really have to remember when you're in the ring with Becky Lynch
Takes her down, gets countered.
Build up energy the way she wants to, because once the pace really gets going and Becky gets rolling, she can
Up and down.
You don't want that.
I felt the vibration of that one from
Solara still would be a fun post Golden Treasure fight. Like you can tell, paid for each other well. They did.
Look out! Exploder into the corner.
They did. Stell will just need to be made in 2K25 for the rematch.
Nice hip toss. Right into a drop. The elbow.
I can also say, David thought that the mystery competitor for the Golden Treasure qualifier between him, Ganji, and the mystery. David thought it was New Valette. I think everyone thought it was New Valette. I think everyone thought it was New Valette, but nope.
And countouts are legal, so hopefully
It was Risley. Another David. What?
And Lynch telling the crowd to watch her.
Becky just stay outside the ring, and Undyne is not happy. I'm not even gonna ask. Iceman.
And Becky gets caught by an effective attack.
I'm not even gonna try and understand. That's confusing.
This match could still
But yeah, like, yeah. David thought it was New Valette, but nope, it was Risley. Yeah. The arcade hit was Kimberly. I didn't know what else to put.
Becky fights back.
Oh, Becky going for a submission hold. Armbar.
Sit out, slip. She fights her way out of the armbar.
And Undyne fights out of it. Undyne doing pretty well against the man. And then gets reversed.
Her shoulders are down.
Cover. One. Just a one count.
For a simple kick out.
Drop kick to the back.
Connects. She might be in some trouble now.
No denying Becky's desire.
I was considering a dragon, but I felt that would have made it too obvious, so that's why I went with such a vague hit in arcade.
She gets Becky with a counter. Waistlock go behind. Uh-oh.
Arm drag, simple yet effective way to
Damn,
get
David. You're in Florida.
In the corner.
Arrow's home state. Should I have said that? No.
Oh, man.
Whatever.
Flying.
Leg drop from the middle rope to Undyne. Cover. Undyne has no resiliency, no iron jaw. Kick out at 2.
Getting dangerously close to ending it all.
That was close for Undyne.
And Becky now.
Becky wanting to try and end this.
Becky Lynch
Oh. Manhandle slam injures Undyne into the cover. 1, 2. Resiliency burn from the heroine.
Surviving that maneuver is absolutely amazing. You have to. She's got it. Got her shoulders down.
And then Becky right back into the cover.
And she breaks the count.
What?
Now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
Catches the leg. Oh, elbow to the knee. That'll hyperextend your leg.
I'm sorry, Undyne. How did you kick out at 1? You had no vitality.
Into a sidewalk slam.
Going way up high.
Undyne going to the top rope.
Uh-oh.
Moonsault misses.
Kick finds it.
Oh,
What a slam.
power slam.
Lynch, she's thinking.
Becky up to the top rope, trying to end this with a top rope move.
God.
Moonsault of her own connects into the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2.
What does she have to do?
Wait a
to put
sec.
her away?
I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea.
I don't know where I put my phone. It's over here. Becky chilling on the top rope as Undyne sleeps in the corner.
She steers clear of that one.
Got the front face lock applied.
Oh,
Nice suplex.
not over the suplex.
And Becky is in some
I need to
seriously
check something.
choppy territory.
Yeah, Becky is getting dragged into some deep
Undyne
waters.
tried to take it to Becky, but Becky's still getting reversals. Back up to the top rope. Elbow drop into the cover. Has she ended this? And she has. Becky Lynch beats Undyne. What a fucking match.
Becky Lynch picking up the win here.
Do 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 do. What a dark match. And that is it for the stream. I got a lot of food with me. NXT is soon. And the Firefly Funhouse song is playing. What a way to end. So, I will be off. This was a fun show. And we are now one step closer to Golden Treasure. So I will see you all both in the Discord and for the next stream next week. As we get another step closer to Golden Treasure next week. As expected. Later, everyone. That'll never ever end.